On Monday, the estimates debate got started in the lower house with the Ministry of Energy, Small Business and Entrepreneurship. In his presentation, Minister Kerry Symmonds made particular mention of the need to make vendors feel comfortable when they go on the streets across the island to sell. He says this will be possible through a vending bill, which is ready to go to Parliament.
No, ma'am, we have to legitimize this business of vending. We have to decriminalize the business of vending. Very often, and I think we've all read it in the papers, we've all heard the lamentations, we know the story. Ma'am, very often, people seeking to have an honest living are treated by the law under the current legal constructs in Barbados as being nothing less than criminal, simply because of the fact that they have erected on a site without permission, or they have placed their goods in a way of obstructing somebody else, or for some other reason.
To find out how the vendors feel about the move, we hit the road.
Okay, well, I feel like saying that should be decriminalized ever since. Because that's an old law all back from 18 somebody, I can't remember exact. Saying called the Slaughterhouse Act. That vending nobody ain't supposed to come. If you pick something with your garden and you come here and sell, the people can lock you up for holding this tomato and you aren't selling it. Saying called exposing commodities for sale. You understand? And I believe things like that should be put ever since. Because that's from enslaved everything. Right now that way a lot of people say that we're independent and we still enslaved. You understand? But the whole thing, like, man, I don't see what this be, the whole fuss and thing. People ain't working. And to be said what's going on now, right now, a lot of people getting laid off and all brand thing. You come on the road, you got bills to pay, they got electricians, they got plumbers, you understand? They got carpenters, they got truck drivers, you understand? And they have vendors who help build Barbados.
And I've been hustling for at least about 8-9 years now, selling juices and burgers and stuff. And I have been harassed a little bit by the government selling my stuff, by the police moving me from here to there because I didn't have my things set up correctly at that point in time. I didn't have my license as yet, but eventually I did get my license and they gave me permit and they gave different little small stuff to make myself right on the streets. But at this moment, I would like if the government could able to help the vendors more.
I think it's a good idea that the government want help us to sell so we can provide for our families. We were here for about over 30 years and I think it's a good idea.
I've been selling for the past 3 years and I don't have a problem as long as I can set up and I don't get in trouble. I don't have a problem with that. You understand? Because this is my job. I ain't doing anything else but vending.
So honestly, things that make it like people come out to find the street, it make it much easier for most people that can find employment. Which some people left school will not see enough qualifications and still no work no there. So you want something and still too with this coronavirus thing now, it's finding it hard for people to get to hold on to a job if they're working something like say 8 hours a day, they're cutting your hours to 4 hours and 2 hours a day and something. When got some people that really going to work for $150 a day, we don't go pay bus fare, lunch money, we probably got rent to pay, children to support. You want something, the bill may probably come in. When you're working for nothing, you want something, and then taxes now too, you want something. So for me, it's much easier and I really appreciate it. And I deeply appreciate it because it made my life even much more heavier because I go around like, stress myself working for nobody and like go remember part of this next paycheck and come from every boss man thing this week on there, so you want something. So wherever they get here, so I just put it down and further multiply it. But I feel good about it though. It's a very good, very good idea.
No date has been set as yet for when the bill will be debated, but Minister Symmonds is hopeful it will be soon.